Get ready to embark on a thrilling journey through the world of Avatar, The Last Airbender, where the search for justice intertwines with the temptation of revenge. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating arc of Katara, a remarkable character whose determination and compassion are tested in the face of adversity. Throughout the series, Katara faces monumental challenges, from the loss of her mother to the oppression of her people. However, it is her internal struggle between seeking revenge or opting for forgiveness that puts her at a profound moral crossroads. Join us as we dive deep into Katara's emotional journey, exploring the pivotal moments when she is faced with the choice between succumbing to anger or embracing mercy. Discover how her decisions not only shape her own destiny, but also have a lasting impact on the world around her. If you like the content and want to help us continue, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment or suggestion about a book, film, series, anime that you want to see analyzed on the channel. Katara, a central character in Avatar, The Last Airbender, is a deeply complex figure who faces an emotionally tumultuous journey. Her quest for justice for her mother's death and the oppression of her people places her at a crucial crossroads between revenge and forgiveness. From the beginning, Katara is presented as a person of great compassion and empathy, but she also carries a deep wound caused by the loss of her mother. This tragedy shapes her perspective and drives her quest for justice. However, throughout the series, she is challenged to confront the nature of her quest for revenge. A pivotal moment occurs when Katara has the opportunity to confront whoever is responsible for her mother's death. At this point, she finds herself faced with the choice between succumbing to the temptation of revenge or choosing the path of forgiveness and mercy. This decision is essential not only for her own growth, but also for her journey as a guardian of peace and harmony. Throughout her journey, Katara is inspired by figures like Aang and her own brother, Sokka, who represent values of compassion, forgiveness, and hope. These examples help her find the strength to resist the temptation of revenge and choose mercy instead. This choice not only frees her from the burden of anger and resentment, but also empowers her to become a more compassionate and resilient leader. The Bible offers us much guidance on how to deal with the desire for revenge. In Romans 12 verse 19, it says, "Beloved, never seek revenge, but leave your wrath to God, for it is written, 'Vengeance is mine, I will repay,' says the Lord." This passage reminds us that revenge does not belong to us, but to God. He is the only one who can judge fairly, and it is up to us to trust Him to do what is right. Furthermore, in Matthew 5 verses 38 to 39, Jesus teaches, "You have heard that it was said, 'An eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth.' But I say to you, do not resist an evil man, but anyone who strikes you on the face right hand, offer him the other as well." Here, Jesus urges us not to return evil for evil, but rather to respond with love and forgiveness. In this excerpt from the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus is confronting a common interpretation of the Mosaic Law, which was the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. This approach was an attempt to limit unreasonable revenge and ensure that the punishment was proportionate to the crime committed. However, Jesus goes beyond this principle and introduces a radical concept of not resisting evil with evil. By saying not to resist the evil man and to turn the other cheek, Jesus is defying the human logic of retaliation. He is proposing a new way to deal with injustice and conflict, which is through love and forgiveness. Instead of responding to aggression with more aggression, Jesus is instructing His followers to respond with kindness and compassion. This approach may seem counterintuitive and even impossible to many. However, Jesus is teaching that the cycle of violence can only be broken when someone decides not to participate in it. Turning the other cheek does not mean being passive in the face of injustice, but rather choosing not to respond with hate or violence. This attitude of not resisting evil with evil reflects the very character of Jesus, who was able to endure insults, abuse, and even death on the cross without retaliating. He shows us that true power lies in sacrificial love and forgiveness, not force or revenge. Katara, throughout her journey, faces the pain of loss and injustice, but she is also guided by love and compassion. She learns that revenge only perpetuates the cycle of hate and violence, while forgiveness offers the opportunity for healing and reconciliation. So, like Katara, we can learn to deal with the temptation of revenge by trusting God to bring justice, by responding to evil with good, and by choosing the path of forgiveness and mercy. May we follow Katara's example and seek peace and reconciliation in all situations, trusting in the transformative power of God's love.